Hello dear friends, let's talk about problems of Audi A4 B6. Used Audi A4 B6 on TUV have a very high rating. It is worth nothing that the Audi A4 rating. Audi A4 B5 older and the newer Audi A4 B7 and B8 are in a worse situation. The condition is the result of many factors. Of course, of great importance is the fact that the Audi A4 B6 was created before the advent of stringent exhaust emission standards in the fight for the highest engine performance. TDI engines suffer from known problems with the flow meter, the turbine, to the irregular replacement of the gear train, belts and their auxiliary components. For the gasoline engine, problems were reported with the ignition system and the fuel pump. 1.6 and 1.8 T V6 petrol engines on Audi A4 B6 produced between January 2001 and January 2003, bobbing failures. The replacement is partially or fully supported by Audi depending on the age and mileage of the car. 1.8 T engine on the 4 Audi A6 B 2001 XNUMX, potential turbine failure at higher miles. The Audi A4 B6 2.0 FSI can use a lot of oil in the first 20 kilometers. In the FSI of the engine, there are problems with the water pump not working. The engine overheating is a result of the temperature rise. Rumors of a chain spanner failure on the S4 4.2 V8, possibly due to dirty oil. Regular engine oil and oil filter should be changed. Some owners of Audi A4 report cracked engine blocks on 3.0 V6 petrol engines. The Audi A4 B6 2.4 V6 is prone to excessive oil consumption. TDI engine. Some cases of problems in the ECU of the engine, including the 2.0 TDI, setting the passive mode with reduced performance. It can reset the computer with the ignition off after a few minutes or require reprogramming of the ECU engine. TDI engine. In some cases, the engine electronics malfunctioned, especially in cold conditions. On diesel, by the end of 2002, especially the TDI 130 V6 TDI, progressive power loss due to the contamination of the flow meter. Solution: no cleaning possible, flow meter replacement required. Audi A4 B6 1.9 TDI 130. On models manufactured by August 2001, acceleration hose 2500 to 3000 RPM and lack of power, caused by loss of vacuum hose seal, vacuum hose material aging. Engines manufactured by November 2001 have idle vibrations and engine performance may become chaotic. A problem with one of the fuel injectors. The injector injects too much fuel. Replacing the injectors is the only solution, but it is very expensive. Audi A4 B6 2.0 TDI. Problems sealing the injection pump. Pump on some models. Audi A4 B6 2.0 TDI 140 bhp. For the Audi A4 produced until January 2004, it often results in rough work on the back. More often it happens while the engine is cold. The problem is caused by fuel injection electronics. The error can be solved by reprogramming the electronics. Audi A4 B6 2.0 TDI 140 HP. On an Audi A4 manufactured until August 2005, The risk of a cylinder head cracking at one of its clamping points on the engine block causes the oil to flow into the coolant. Risk of engine damage if the driver continues to drive despite the instrument panel light on. If a defect is found, they often need to have their head replaced. Audi A4 B6 2.5 V6 TDI 155 HP. On models produced until the spring of 2003, the Audi A4 will not start when it is parked downhill with less than 25 liters of diesel in the tank. Problem caused by incorrect positioning of the diesel pump in the tank. Therefore, the pump may end up dry with the inability to draw fuel while there is still fuel in the tank and the minimum fuel light on the control panel is not lit. The Audi A4 B6 2.5 V6 TDI water pump is driven by a gear belt, and the water pump changes when the gear belt is smaller and smaller. Audi A4 B6 2.5 TDI, possible turbocharger failure, damage to fuel system, premature crankshaft wear. On 2001 and 2002 models, some cases have premature catalyst converter problems. Most of these catalysts have already been replaced. If you're buying a 2.5 TDI or 2.0 petrol model that has a new timing belt, make sure the water pump is also replaced. If not, a problem with the old water pump could ruin the engine. Clutch vibration problem due to moisture condensation. Clutch kit available to use a modified clutch that will stop the clutch vibration. Multitronic transmission. On models manufactured until April 2002, transmission ECUs affect management. 2002 recall, reprogramming. Multitronic transmission can be problematic, so make sure the speed changes are smooth. Quattro download. On models manufactured up to 2003, possible vibration and resonance transmission around 120 km per hour. Possible causes: shaft, joints, bearings, wheel hubs, wheels. Another weak point of this model is the aluminum suspension, which is consumed fairly quickly on bad roads. When replacing parts, we recommend that you use only genuine parts, as copies run out after several thousand kilometers. Some Audi A4 B6 2001-2002 tend to pull to the right. The reason why the servo brakes does not work may be that water from the flooded rainwater drain hole has entered the servo brake. Electric seats. On models manufactured to 2004, the buttons of electrically adjustable seats are sometimes loose. Central locking in the first models often causes failures. A fault on the capacitor in the control unit causes complete inactivity of the system. Air conditioning in models before restyling often faces the failure of the fan speed adjustment switch. For models manufactured until June 2001, there may be an error on the headlamp switch. Dashboard electronic problems are often related to an integrated immobilizer, which in extreme cases stops working.